Is the lighting today terrible? Yes. Will we survive it? Probably also yes. Welcome to or back to Miss Castellot's Lair. I am Barbie. Today I am in my living room because I overdid it yesterday and my back is screaming. So I am here. I did manage to make a trip to the lair to get supplies, aka why you are on a tripod, and also to get some yarn. So I have a list of things that I would like to get done during this Vlogmas season, and one of which is the fact that I would like to make a wreath. Now, back when I was a kid, I went to a private school, and at this school, we did fundraisers towards our tuition, and that was selling wreaths. And it was different wreaths that we were selling, as well as like grave blankets and grave marker like wreaths and that and door wreaths and inside wreaths, all of the potential greenery that you would need short of trees. Now, well, I mean, even like little trees, I think. If I'm thinking correctly on the brochures, they even had like these little trees that you could get. No, nothing big and extravagant like 6-foot Christmas tree. However, that's where we would normally get wreaths from. Once I graduated from that school and moved on, we, for a time span there, did not get those wreaths because I did not have an into the school that I was really, yeah. So then we ended up meeting a family whose children went to the same school that I had gone to, still selling the same wreaths and such. And so I started getting my wreaths from them. Well, they moved. They no longer are selling those particular wreaths. And so this year I have decided that I am going to get my wreath elsewhere. And what I would like is for a wreath that I can reuse instead of always like use once a year and having to break down and all that stuff. And no. So I have decided that I am going to make a wreath this year. Well, I had originally thought that I was going to buy a wreath. And all the wreaths that I like are like priced way too much than what I would want to pay for a wreath. I would I think it is safe to say the tariffs hit. So until those go bye-bye or dealt with, I think I'm going to be having to make a wreath. So, long story short, went to Walmart with my husband, and I was able to find a wreath about the same size as what I normally would have, but it is completely empty. It is just a bare bones wreath that I can decorate myself. So I grabbed that wreath. I grabbed a bow to put on the wreath. And now I have decided I want to make a couple pine cones to go on the wreath as well. So I decided, run down, grab from my stash. I have loops and threads impeccable in, they changed these and now it's hard for me to find them. Soft taupe, and this was the walnut that I used for the chocobo. So, yeah, these are going to be put to use now. So, again, sorry about the lighting. My back did not like the snow. So, All right. Well, I've got all of my supplies here, and I did find a pattern online. So this is what it's supposed to turn out looking like. The link to this particular pattern is below in the descriptions. So if you would like to make this as well, you can join me at making this. So without further ado, I am going to start stitching. This, after it was third time's a charm, I did end up having to do a little bit of a different on the very end. I turned it around. So instead of like flipping the other way, which I think is what the pattern was trying to say, but I didn't catch it. Anyway, so I did that. And so it is more uniform around the bottom, whereas the other one kind of did this like funky little turn. Um, so this one looks so much better. Also, the pattern called for a size E hook. And I think they are really right on that. I start off with using my F hook, switch to the E hook. So let me see if I can do this without making too much noise. So this is the difference in sizing. And it may not look like a whole lot, but it's enough. Also, another thing, another thing that I realized is I forgot an entire round, an entire ring of prickle stitches. So, yeah. So I think that this one turned out super well. So now I'm going to go back to the walnut and make one that looks as good as this in the walnut because yeah, consistency. So, yeah. Um I'm going to do that and I will meet you back. And just like that, I have two done pine cones for my wreath. So I hope that you like this. This is going to do it for the day. So please like, share, and subscribe. If you can, hit me with those hype points. Down in the description below is all the different ways that you can help support me. And until tomorrow, bye!